Greetings everyone and welcome to my review of the Falcon and Black Widow minifigure pack, so let's just get the packaging out of the way. Of course, the main thing that people want to look at is the minifigures, but let's just first get this out of the way. It is essentially just a gun turret, and it's not really any more interesting than that. It has a hinge, which is decent. It's just some general hinges. It does support any direction that it can get to. It will hold that place. You know, it's tight. And yeah, I'll shoot off these little tubes, these little like poison canisters if I just turn this. And yeah, if you don't fire them at the wall like I just did, they will go pretty far. But yeah, I don't really get the point of these generally. They're not my favourite type of stud shooter that LEGO does, so they're okay, but I mean, this build as a whole, it works and it goes well against Falcon, which, speaking of which, might as well get into the minifigures. So, first off, we have Falcon. Now, this is very much a comic book version of Falcon. You can tell by the colours more than anything. But yeah, generally, it's a modern version of Falcon, even if it isn't the movie version. He has very, very big wings, and they're just attached with a very basic ball joint. It's not an overcomplicated build, none of this really is, and yeah, let's just quickly take off those wings and we'll have a look at the figure properly. So as you can see, you've got dual moulded legs in red and white, which is really nice to see, especially in such a cheap set. Gold looking hands, they're not quite pearl gold, but they're not exactly the gold. The gold, for all intents and purposes, the gold. Black arms, which are pretty nice. You know, the hair is pretty common. It's Finn's hair originally, I do believe. We have the goggle print, which is really good, little smirk. The actual torso print is actually really nice. And if I just quickly turn this around, the print is actually really good on the back as well. And also we get an alternate face, which looks a bit more determined. Still has the goggles though. So overall, pretty good. Even has like a little bit of the backpack. So you could almost envision that the wings are going to pop out of that, even though, obviously, separate part. I should probably mention as well, with them being on ball joints, the wings can be basically rotated in any direction, including just twisting them. I don't know why you would do that. I basically got it into one position that I was happy with and just left it like that. But, you know, people like different things. It's good that there's that much mobility with them, and generally works well for play. The next figure that's actually listed on the name of the set is Black Widow, of course. So she comes with two black sticks for batons. This is kind of more the video game version, but it could just be the MCU version. It could be a comic book version. It really just applies as literally any version of Black Widow that you want, which I think is good. I don't own a Black Widow, so it's nice to finally get one. And honestly, the face is a bit calm, but I can almost see Scarlett Johansson in there. Nice ginger hair. And yeah, overall, the leg printing is not that clear, but it's because it's black on black, essentially, or it's grey on black. The torso print itself, very nice. You can even make out the Black Widow logo on the belt, which is kind of shiny, which is very nice. Quickly switch it around. And there you can see that the back printing is also pretty shiny and pretty detailed, and the alternate face is very disgruntled, angry maybe? It's hard to tell. Also, in case you didn't notice, the arms are actually printed. I'll quickly just turn the figure around, just so you can see that. Okay. Stand fell apart, but whatever. Printed arms, not bad. And yeah, overall, a good figure. Now, the final two figures are both these generic AIM agents. They are actually identical completely. All the prints and all the parts are the exact same, including this weird gun design, which is just a hollow stud on a, I think it was Alien Command or something like that introduced these. They're fine, they work. The actual printing isn't bad. I wish that there was printing on the legs, but for such a mass figure, a massable figure should I say, I don't really mind too much. No printing on the arms, unfortunately, but it's fine. And overall, it looks right to the games, even if it doesn't look right to the comics, which is my preferred look of them. Removing the headgear just to get a cleaner look at that head. It doesn't have two sides, I've just turned it around so you could also see the back, which honestly, I actually think the back is better detailed than the front in a lot of ways. But overall, pretty generic figures. They do the job though. They're a villain. And that is really everything that this set has to offer. The instructions don't have any ads in them, but you know, it's a little leaflet, it's basically a poly bag. And as for spare parts, you get a bunch of the canister pieces, you get an extra baton, this, which I'm sure is useful to some people. You also get a hollow yellow stud, and also one of these breathing apparatus pieces, which are somewhat rare if you don't collect the Avengers line of sets. So, overall, not a bad piece selection. And honestly, that's mostly what these are. You get the minifigures, and then you can basically do whatever you want with the actual pieces. And overall, it does what it does pretty well. I wish we maybe had 2 versions of the AIM soldier rather than 2 of the same figure, but that's a small complaint. Overall, with the fact that this is a truly unique figure, even if the Black Widow does appear in other sets, I'm fine with it. It looks great, and overall, definitely worth the money, especially I got this on sale, so especially since I got this on sale, so it was already cheaper than normal, I definitely suggest, if you get a chance, pick this up. But otherwise, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Bye!